Hello, Flavio Master here with your web department. Today I'll show how to add a banner to your website. I'll start with this simple website, and you see here that the banner area is very basic. It just has some text, no background image, and it's an important part of your layout. So let me switch to the back end of this website. I will launch YW Designer. First, I'd like to point out that the width of the website right now is 930 pixels, and that's the default in YWD. You can pick any of these other standard widths, or you can actually choose your own. I'll stick to the 930 pixels, but my banner image should match this width, 930 pixels. Quickly, under banner and footer, in the banner area, I can change the color of the banner area, for example this. I can change this text, change the color of the text, and so on. But these are just some basic options that allow me, for example, to show a Lightroom version of my website to my client before I even have the assets done. And it's handy in that respect, but I want to create my own banner, of course. So I'll click on cancel here. And in Photoshop, I started with this image that I purchased. It's a stock illustration that I liked for this particular project. Obviously, you can use anything you want. And then I created this banner. I added type, cropped it in a certain way. Notice that the image is 930 pixels wide, which is exactly the width of my web page. The height can be any height, because YWD will accommodate the height of the banner so it fits the banner area. It will grow. Now, this banner I want to use in my home page, but all other pages I want to have a more subdued or thinner version of the banner, which is this one. So I'm working in Photoshop. This is a layered Photoshop file, a PSD. It's important first of all to work at 72 dpi. If you're coming from a print design world, don't export your image at 300 or 150 dpi. You should stick to 72 dpi. So I'll be saving these images for the web now. I'm using a JPEG, and in this case 80% quality is fine. The image is not that big, 66K. It's perfectly acceptable. I will save it. Do the same with my other banner, the one I'll be using for my subpages. So now in YWD, I will launch the Assets Manager, add those assets so they can be used in my website. And to keep things organized, I will create this category called banners. Add these two banners there. So the homepage banner and my subpages banner. Now, banners are not content blocks. They are not part of the content of the page. They are a property of the page. So I need to assign the banner to my page. So I'm in the home page here in the back end. I will click on Edit Page Properties. And in the Banner tab, all I need to do is assign it to that image. In this case, the one for the home page. Save it. Now when I preview my website, the banner is here, and by default, the banner cascades to all pages, even if they're subpages or sub-subpages. It doesn't matter. They all inherit the banner. That saves you time. So if you only had one banner in this website, that's all you need to do. But I want to use that other banner for my subpages. So I'll show you a little trick here. Launching YW Designer again. And under Layout, Banner and Footer, Banner, there is a setting here called Cascade to Subpages, and the default is yes. Let me switch it to no. And now if I go to the subpages, the banner that I have assigned to the home page is not cascading to them. Now I could go back to editing the site and assign manually that thinner banner to all the other pages but the home page. But there's a little trick here. In Adobe Designer, I can have a default banner image, which is a banner that will be used by a page if it's not inheriting the page from any other. So I'll do it and you understand. I'm clicking here to browse my assets, and I'll pick the subpage banner that I've created. So now our products, which technically is a subpage of home, or about us, contact us, including all their subpages. Even though I'm not cascading the banner, because I'm using a default banner, which I can view here at any time, they now have this banner, but the home page, which I've explicitly assigned a banner to it using the page properties, has its own separate banner. So now I will save my settings in Adobe Designer. I will reload my page here. So the home page now has this tall banner, and all the other pages have this other banner.